Margaret lived alone in a very tidy house. Everything was clean, quiet, and under control. Nothing out of place. But there was one window she never closed, the one facing her neighbor Denise's house. Denise was the opposite. Her house was colorful, full of plants, things scattered everywhere. She sang loudly, danced in the backyard, and let life unfold as it came. Every day, early in the morning, Margaret would pull back the curtain and watch. She would observe Denise living. Sometimes for just a few minutes, sometimes for hours. Even without realizing it, it was as if her neighbor's life held her gaze. At first, she said it was just curiosity. Then she called it criticism. She told herself Denise was messy, irresponsible. But she kept watching. And deep down, something began to stir. A tightness, a strange blend of anger and admiration. While Denise lived lightly, Margaret felt trapped in a rigid routine. Unintentionally, she began to compare, to wonder why the other woman's life seemed more alive. Over time, she started noticing Denise's flaws. She laughed at silly details, stained clothes, crooked walls. She criticized silently, trying to convince herself she didn't want that life. But at one night, she had a dream. In the dream, Margaret entered Denise's house and took her things. A scribbled book, an old blouse, a broken plant. She put them on, as if she were the owner of that life. And when she looked in the mirror, she saw Denise's smiling face looking back. She woke up startled, sweating, tried to avoid the window the next day. But it was too late. Everything she had seen out there now lived inside her. When we look too much at someone else's life, we end up creating a space within ourselves that belongs to them. This inner opening doesn't close on its own because what we saw out there starts to live in here too. In the days that followed, Margaret returned to her routine. But everything felt different. The silence of the house felt heavier. The order she once treasured now felt overdone. Then she saw a crack in the wall. Very small, but through it, a beam of light came in. Weak, but steady. That crack felt like the beginning of something. It was as if the wall was saying, something new wants to come in. That light represented everything Margaret had avoided feeling. The desire to live differently, to be freer, lighter, less controlled. The moral of the story isn't that she needs to become someone else, but that the discomfort we feel sometimes reveals what we've been denying in ourselves. When envy shows up, It's a sign that we want something, not from the other person, but something we stopped living in ourselves. Margaret didn't need to destroy her house. She just needed to let the light in, and maybe let that crack grow until one day a garden could bloom from it.